Hey y'all, so I'm assuming you are Mr. O'Neill's Math 1 class for the 2018-2019 school year. Well, my name is Bisma and I was his Math 1 student, well, one of his Math 1 students last year in the 2017-2018 school year. And let me just say last year wasn't the best year for me in math because I struggled a lot. In 7th grade, I didn't really have such good of a math teacher. So last year, in the beginning of the year, I was in the 71 percentile in math. And if y'all are in the 71 percentile, what are you doing? Like, I don't know what I was doing last year, but 71 percentile sucks. Like, you should not be in the 71 percentile, especially if you have an amazing teacher like Mr. O'Neill. And like throughout the year, even though I struggled a lot in math, I kept working hard. I kept trying to make some sense out of math when I couldn't understand it, do Khan Academy, go to tutoring. Seriously, go to tutoring. I don't know if Mr. O'Neill's doing tutoring this year, but if he does, go to tutoring. It will pay off. And it's also like, you have to bring in food too during tutoring, so it's like a win-win, y'all. Food and good grades. Anyway, so just like you need to practice, and study. That's all it is. That's what I did last year. So like I said, practicing and studying is a big part of like succeeding in Math 1, but you also need to ask questions. Like, I don't care how dumb you think your question is, ask the freaking question. It took me so long to like muster up the courage to ask Mr. O'Neill questions in math because I was embarrassed. You can ask him. I was a hopeless case, especially in the beginning of the year. Anyway, so I struggled a lot through Math 1, like I said before, and I think a big chunk of it was just me not being used to having a teacher who was so motivated to like really help me succeed personally. Like, he's very personal with all his students. He wants all of his students to succeed. I'm sure you guys know that by now. So, come the EOC, I was freaking out, y'all. Like, no joke. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get like a 2 on it. Mr. Neil's gonna be so disappointed. My mom's gonna be so disappointed. I'm gonna be so disappointed. And like the entire year, Mr. O'Neill was just like, the sadness in my soul. Poor Bisma doesn't even know how to do math. Poor child. And she's Asian. And if you're Asian, you're supposed to be good in math, Like, if you're an Asian, I feel you. I really feel you. Anyway, so come the EOC, and I ended up getting a 92% on the EOC, 1 point away from a 5, and I was in the 91 percentile. Now that's a big jump. 71 to 91 percentile, that's a big jump, I admit. But like you really need to put in the work. Like, Mr. O'Neill will help you a lot, but the person who will help you the most succeed in Math 1 is yourself. You need to make the conscious effort to do your best, to ask questions, to study. So I feel like this has been a really long video, but I'm just gonna wrap it up by saying, y'all can do this. Don't aim for a 4 on the EOC, you better aim for a 5, and a high 5, please. Like, come on. I don't know y'all, but make me proud. Come on now. And like, I was salty as heck, y'all, when I saw I was 1 point away from a 5. So yeah, make sure you're not salty like me. Make sure you're proud of getting a really high 5 on the EOC, and be grateful. Really be grateful for having an amazing teacher like Mr. O'Neill. Like, he's my favorite teacher of all time. Like, I'm not even just saying that. He really pushed me to my limits, and like he made me work a lot harder. And oh, by the way, Mr. O'Neill, guess who has an A in math? And I'm like smarter than all the sophomores in my class. Oh my god, I was so proud of myself. And yeah, Mr. O'Neill, I have an A in math. I know you probably weren't expecting that, but I have an A in math, and yeah. So yeah. So I swear this is the end now, and yeah. So good luck this year, guys, and I know you guys are gonna really love math, but let me just say, my class was his favorite Math 1 class. Y'all can't argue with me on this. I don't care how much it seems like he loves y'all, he loves my class more. We were just that awesome. Just saying. And yeah, Mr. O'Neill, I miss you a lot, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to make this video. I had a lot of fun.